All right, Shalom Akim Shalom. Hey, Yabashimao Shai Baraka Thum. Before I start, I want to give all praises to the creator of the heavens and the earth, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Habakat Madash, and double honors to the elder apostle, the elder bishops of the great millstone. All right, welcome back to another Gym Master Inspiration of the Almighty. And as you can hear, I'm in transit, so I can't really grab the scriptures. I do have my tablet right here. I got a couple of notes jotted down. And Lord willing, it's edifying. But as you can see, the title, Test of Integrity. And in parentheses, I have a testimony. Test of integrity, and it's a testimony. And usually I don't do these type of videos, but since the Heavenly Father had this little situation happen to me right like about 30 minutes ago, it just left me in the heavy spirit, man, a heavy thought. So I'm dropping this video. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what the men of the Lord is going to be getting put through. You're going to be getting put through a series of tests to test your integrity, to see if you are if you have integrity. All right. Now, before we get into the testimony, let's highlight the word integrity and the beautifulness of this word. One of my favorite English words is integrity. This is one of my favorite English words. All right. And right when you look on etymology.com and tell you innocence, and then it says blamelessness. So remember, it was said of Daniel that for his innocency, the Heavenly Father delivered him from the mouth of the lions. So that's one of the things we want to hold. One of the characteristics we want to hold is you want to be full of innocency, innocent, man, and blameless. It says purity. Hey, even our the elder apostle Tahar, his name Tahar is it means pure. And hey, the Heavenly Father gave us a leader with the name Pure. You know, so we want to be pure. We want to have that integrity of being pure. And then it means soundness, wholeness, completeness. You know, correctness, whole, perfect condition. Soundness of moral principle and character. And that's what Yahweh Shemel Shai wants from all of his servants, whether you're man or whether you're woman. He wants your integrity, all right? He wants you to be whole. He wants your character to be full of morality, principle. His principles, his word, his statute, laws, and commandments, the will of the Heavenly Father reside in your spirit, and you having integrity enough to keep it pure. Okay? So now that we know what that word means, we went over that word. Now I'm gonna get into this testimony of this test of integrity. So I'm out handling my business, and I'm getting ready to approach the person I was supposed to deliver off what I was delivering. And when I noticed that I was getting ready to, when he was walking towards me, I noticed that the guy was super drunk. He was super drunk. You know what I'm saying? And basically he needed his ID so I could sign off what I was delivering to him. But he was so drunk, he didn't know where his ID was. He was just, you see a man, he's very drunk like that. You know what I'm saying? As the scriptures say, wine is a mocker. You know what I'm saying? He was worthy to be laughed at. He was so drunk. But basically, dude couldn't find his wallet and nothing like that. So the dude was like, you know what? If you just do this for me, I'll give you all this money in my wallet. You know what I'm saying? And I know that me in my mind, I'm already thinking to myself, like, this guy is so out of his mind. He finna give me all his money in his wallet. And he opened up his wallet. He had a lot of money in his wallet. That from just looking at how many bills he had a lot of bills. You know what I'm saying? So the guy he's trying to offer me all that money, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, I could take this dude money and just, like, you know what I'm saying? I could just take this dude money right now, take advantage of this guy. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't. I thought to myself, you know what? I would, if I take this dude money and I don't get it signed off, I could get fired, and it could be worse for me and stuff like that. So I'm going through a dilemma of should I do it or not? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this dude offering all this money to me, but I know he drunk. That's the only reason why he even in this estate. So the dude, like, he like, nah, here, take it. He tries to hand me the money. The money blows. The money blows with the wind. It's a little windy out here today. It blows, and you know what I'm saying? It blows in the yard and it's blowing in the street, and I quickly ran and was grabbing it, like, nah, I'm grabbing this money or whatever, and I got all this money, you know what I'm saying? And I'm holding it in my hand. He's like, yeah, just keep it, man, just keep it. Shit, man, I just want you, man. He telling me he want to make me feel good today. You know what I'm saying? Just a drunk person, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, man, I can't take this dude money. So I asked him, like, man, what are you, man? Like, because he kind of looked like an Ishmaelite, but a little bit, but more like Northern Kingdom, Issachar. I was like, man, what you Central American? He was like, man, what the hell? Hell no, I'm an Iscariot. And I was like, okay. So one of the other things is that I asked him that to see if he was even our people, which at the same time, when you hold your integrity, brothers, it don't matter if it's our people or it's a heathen. It don't matter. You're still supposed to hold your integrity towards a heathen or towards our people. You know what I'm saying? So it quickly reminded me of the story of Joseph when he didn't sleep with that Hamite's wife, okay? Potiphar's wife. He held fast his integrity in that moment. Joseph, our forefather. So going back to the story, the dude don't got his ID, so I can't sign off. So I'm telling the dude, man, nah, I can't do it, man. You know, but in my mind, I'm not even gonna hold you. I was thinking like, damn, man, I take this money and be gone. So or he comes to the window and he trying to get his brother to get his ID. So when his brother come out, I notice his brother is just as fucked up as him. His brother is just as fucked up as him, you know, but a little bit more sober than him, but fucked up though. These dudes are fucked up. They getting fucked up in the middle of the day. And when his brother come out, after we was talking for like 5 minutes, man, this dude trying to offer me the money. He's telling me to go get him another bottle. Could you go just give me a bottle, man? I trust you, man. Just take this more. He ended up giving me all that money in that wallet. You know, he ended up handing it over to me. Like, just go give me another bottle. He handed me some more money. And I'm thinking to myself, God damn, this dude fucked up, man. What kind of situation I'm in? And I'm thinking at the same time, damn, this dude just giving me money. And then I'm thinking at the other end, I don't want to take advantage of this dude, man. This is our people. I don't want to take advantage of this guy. And so I'm going through like loops in my mind. So jumping back to after that 5 minutes of him asking for a bottle, giving me more money, you know what I'm saying? Just being saying folly and whatever. His brother finally come out with his ID. And he fucked up. He was looking for his ID. And when his brother came out, man, the spirit just told me, or in my mind and my thoughts, I was like, just hand his brother all this money and tell his brother that's drunk talking to me, tell him what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Just tell him like, hey, and just tell him. So when his brother get all the way close, I noticed he fucked up too. He's drunk as fuck too, but he's more sober than his brother. And I'm like, hey, bro, your brother over here just gave me all his money out of his wallet. He's like, he's fucked up. He give me all his money out of his wallet. I ain't trying to take advantage of this dude. You know what I'm saying? He asking me to go get a bottle. And when I say that, he's right there, but he fucked up. And his brother like, you want another bottle? you got beer, you got, you got beer, you got, and I just hand this brother over all that money that he was handing me over, and his brother just, I was able to scan his brother's ID, and I was able to close out the deal, and so dude, his drunk ass brother go back in the house, and dude's still out there with me, and I'm just chopping it up with dude, he just drunk as shit. We chopping it up just a little bit, I'm just chopping up with him a little bit, and dude wouldn't let me leave without giving me something. He wanted to give me something. He just wanted to give me something, and dude ended up giving me he ended up giving me like 5 of his beers, which I slowed down on beers way years ago. I didn't even want the beer. I said, "No, I don't want your beer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy yourself, man. I see you fucked up." I said, "The only thing y'all missing is some women." He was like, "Yeah, man." All our men, how our people are. And, I just took the beer so that I could be able to leave. You know what I'm saying? I still got the beer in the back of my car. Shit, if anything, I'm gonna hand it over to probably like some random person or something. You know what I mean? But when I left, after I left, after he was like, "Nah, you gotta take these beers. You gotta take these beers." You know what I'm saying? After I left, it really dawned on me what I just went through. It dawned on me what I just had went through. And I thank Yahweh Shemel Shai that I had passed that test, because when I was in the middle of it, my flesh was saying, "Man, get this money and be gone." This dude ready to give you, or he gave me all his money in his wallet, thinking, and he was trusting that if I would have went and got a bottle from him, that I would have came back, which I would have, because I'm a man of integrity. If I told you if you would have handed me money and I told you I was going to go to the store and get you a bottle, I would do that. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking to myself that if this was any other Jake, any other person, any other wicked soul, or just any other person in the world, not even just, just a normal person, they would have took advantage of that dude. They would have took advantage of that dude. So it dawned on me, it was hitting me so hard after, like, what the hell just happened? And I thank Yahweh Shemel Shai for allowing me to maintain my integrity. I thank Yahweh Shemel Shai for allowing me to maintain my integrity. That was a test. And we men of understanding, we know the angels was watching me. You know what I'm saying? Was I going to take advantage of my people? I seen the state that he was in. Was I going to take advantage of him? Nah, man, I thank the Lord. I gave his brother that money. And the dude ended up giving me his beer. You know what I'm saying? I thank the Lord so bad, man, and it just reminds me to maintain your integrity. One of the things the Lord is looking for right now is integrity. Money isn't nothing to Yahweh Shemel Shai. He could give you money. He could give you women. He could give you everything. Anything you want, the Lord could give it to you, man. But we have to maintain our integrity. Keep your integrity in order to get blessed by the Lord. The Lord wanted to see if I was going to take that money, and take advantage of that very drunk Iskarite, So once again, I thank Yahweh Shemel Shai for allowing me to maintain my integrity. Remember, the word integrity means your innocence, blamelessness, purity, soundness, wholeness, completeness, whole, perfect condition, soundness of moral principle and character. And brothers, it just reminds me that we get put in tests every day. Matter of fact, when you jump to the book of Job and you start at 7 and 18, it says, "And that thou shouldest visit him every morning and try him every moment." We're always constantly being tried, brothers. And your situations, a lot of us, we need money, we need this, we need that. And the demons will play off on you. They'll play on your needs and put you in a test where you will fail it because you think you need something. I need that money, so I'm going to just take it and take advantage of him. Fuck it. Shit, hey, he should never been caught slipping. A normal A person without integrity thinks like that. Anybody in the world gonna get you. They're gonna get you. Next thing you know, when you come down from your soberness, you're like, where the fuck all my money at? Now even remember, you handed it off to somebody. So the Lord was watching. And once again, I thank y'all about Shema Shai, because man, bros, it felt like I would almost, it felt like I almost failed. Like, man, it was so intense. You know what I mean? And like I said, we're tried every moment. So brothers and sisters out there, knowing that you're being tried knowing that you're being tried is like the key, or like the cheat code. You're knowing you're being tried. So then it's easier to pass. Matter of fact, it was said of Job, remember it was said of Job in Job 2:3, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, and that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahweh, which the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, his son name is Yahweh Shai, and escheweth evil, and still hold fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. The Heavenly Father loved that Job maintained his integrity no matter what happened to him. He still maintained his integrity, and the Heavenly Father loved that about Job. That's why he's a prominent man in the scriptures. You know? And remember, Job was being tried himself. When you jump to Job 2:9, it says, then said his wife unto him, dost thou still maintain thy integrity? Curse the Heavenly Father and die. Remember, Job was going through all that heat, all that hell, and Satan was on his woman and tell him, don't keep your integrity. Satan doesn't want you to keep your integrity. Remember, Satan doesn't want you to keep your integrity. And it was said by the Heavenly Father that Job maintained his integrity. The Lord loved that about him. So your integrity is going to constantly be getting attacked out here. And knowing that, you want to maintain it. Keep it pure, blameless, innocent, whole. Okay? Especially regarding truth and fair dealings. Okay? Last little point I have here. When you jump to the book of Genesis 20:5, it says, and this is when Abraham was sporting Sarah, and the Hamites that he had to be amongst, they loved the beauty of Sarah, and they took her in, and he said, that's my sister. And he thought he was going to lay with Sarah. He thought Sarah was going to be his, but it was Abraham's wife. Abraham was using wisdom, and he said that Sarah was his sister so that they won't kill him for his beautiful wife and take her. But when that king thought he was going to lay with Sarah, the Heavenly Father visited that Hamite king in a dream. And this is a key nugget in the scriptures that we all could take and run with. Job 25, it says, and he said unto him, she is my sister. And even she herself said, he is my brother. The integrity of my heart and the innocency of my hands have I done this. So this is in the moment when he in a dream and the Lord come to him. And the Lord was saying, if you dealing with another man's wife. And this is the reply of the Hamite king. I'm going to read it again. Said he not unto me, she is my sister, and she herself said, he is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. So the reply of the Hamite king to the Heavenly Father was like, look, I didn't just take this man's woman. He told me that was his sister. She said that he was her brother. This woman is, I thought I was going to deal with this woman in the integrity of my heart and the innocency of my hands. And then he goes on further. Then the Heavenly Father replied to that Hamite king and said this to him. It says, and the Heavenly Father said unto him in a dream, yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart. For I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffer I thee not to touch her. So the Heavenly Father kept that Hamite king from sinning against the Most High. And he made it to where he didn't touch Sarah. Because the Lord said he knew for the integrity of that Hamite's heart and his innocency, he didn't do it. So the Heavenly Father blessed him by not allowing him to sin against him. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Integrity is where it's at. You want to please Yahweh Shem Shai, keep your integrity. He'll keep you from sinning against him if you hold your integrity. Just as he did with the Hamite king. He didn't allow the Hamite king to sin against him because he held fast his integrity. And that's what the Lord just did to me in that testimony. I pray that was edifying. Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatham. This has been a test of integrity. You brethren and sisters out there, keep your integrity. And Yahweh Shem Shai will keep being with you. Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatham. Shalom.